Do we realize yet what is happening? The truth cannot be told, it can only be realized. And more people are realizing what's about to happen. And the more that we experience these massive blasts in the sun, it's almost like you can't even keep up with it, which validates, the main message today, waking up knowing that another X-class solar flare has popped off. And we're kind of getting the Berserker Barrage X, literally getting Berserker Barrage X. Some people get the joke. But there's massive change that is happening for us, for the world. People are very aware by looking at the anomalies in the weather, what's happening. You could feel it in your body. We're going to be discussing ascension symptoms, how to manage them in this update today. X 8.1, X 2.9, and I was informed 3:33 a.m. You could throw up 333, X 1.65 class solar flare. It's really a wild time to be alive, especially if you are living in abnormal weather conditions right now. Do you realize what's about to happen? So I know the chat is very excited about this. Some of us felt this over a month ago. All animals are able to pick up on vibration and frequency. And we, if you are tuned into your clairs, your spiritual senses, if you're new to the channel, you could click subscribe. And you really want to navigate this time period with your clairs up, feeling these energies. And, I left a message about a month ago, and a lot of us felt this intuitively. We intuitively felt what's coming. So we will talk about consciousness, activations, strange weather extremes. A lot of this is showing, because we have to be shown. God is going to show us, and we're going to be shown with the extremes, ascension symptoms, and we're going to focus on gratitude in this message today. So this is very, very important and pivotal update that I'm giving today. I'm very grateful as you are coming in. If you could kindly click the like button, it pushes this forward. As I'm live leaving this today, and you literally you can't keep up with these things. I left something for the Facebook community yesterday. And I was out in the cold, and, you could connect on my Facebook. And I said yesterday, do you realize what's happening? And it's just more confirmation and more confirmation. And this is the great shaking that I was discussing that God gives us. We get the little nudge, we get the little tap. We're getting a great shaking. And all this energy that's coming in is the energy to cause change. T. Carson 144. Thank you so much for becoming a Light Warrior member. I'm very grateful for that. Grateful for the super chat. Very grateful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that's coming in. It's a powerful time. It's a time, as I discussed yesterday in the February energy update, it's really a time of like-minded souls that are coming together. The message, I want to go home, really resonated with the community. More and more people are listening to that episode. You might be coming on today and you've been having this vibe, like, I just want to go home. I don't fit into this world. And some people have ascended on their own over the course of time. For the collective, for humanity, this is a quantum leap as a collective is ascending. So the reality, the external world, it must collapse. It's not even real, bro. Did you watch my video? None of this is real? Because it's not. None of it's real, kid. Okay? So the more that we have this, I want us to focus. If you are new, we want to really focus on that energy is the ability to cause change. And yesterday when I gave the February energy update, major change, right? So now we have something that we could tangibly, measure, feel, right? Because people are feeling the ascension symptoms. We could have, this is they. I joked around yesterday. I said they promised me endless summer over here. It's frozen 2 days in a row, frozen. Okay, so when you're seeing this shakeup, we're getting blasted and blasted and blasted. So it's shaking up. We could see the weather in the world. It's shaking up what's inside of us. And all of these things are going to result in the massive change in this 1 year. Did you know that this is the 1 year, the year of new beginnings? Soul Star Productions, thank you so much. I'm very grateful. So we had X 8.1 class solar flare, X 2.9 class solar flare from AR 4366. I have everything prepared. I set my live stream. I go to sleep at night, which is going to get to what I experienced last night, and it validates it. And then I realized that we also had X 1.65 class solar flare. The 333, and you could throw up 333 in the chat. This synchronicity, the Trinity, if you will, it's really been popping up in my everyday life. And maybe you've been experiencing threes in your life. All right. So the universe speaks with synchronicities. Prior to this, we had multiple M-class solar flares, and we could sit here and we could see the sun is popping off. It already did. Look at the stirring in the world and the weather in the world. Do you realize what's about to happen? A lot of people knew about the days of the great solar flash. And all of this is resulting in change. So it's change for you. We have to change on the inside, and then the outer world changes. I'll talk about ascension symptoms first. Last night, I wake up around 4 o'clock in the morning. Now I realize we had another X, so we can almost see the synchronicity here, right? So I wake up, can't go to sleep, can't go back to sleep, right? So maybe you last night, please leave comments as we're a community, we're sharing it forward with other people. You might have woke up in the middle of the night, 4 o'clock, or we're all over the world, so depends on really where you are. But you might have woke up in the middle of the night, and then you can't go back to sleep. And then I have my my hard line alarm that goes off, and I'm like, now I don't want to get up. so you might be experiencing this this chaos. These are real life examples of what chaos, the stirring of the energies, look like. So you're up in the middle of the night, can't go back to sleep, then you fall back to sleep, and you don't want to get up in the rising, so on and so forth. Detoxing in the back of the tongue, feeling sensation. Maybe you're getting this. All right. So now I'm always detoxing. It's part of my lifestyle. Do you want to become healthy in 2026? You could click subscribe. I appreciate that. We have daily videos. You could check out my playlist. I talk about my health and wellness journey. So I'm always kind of detoxing myself, but I don't always have that sensation in the back of the tongue. And people that know about the detoxing symptoms and the shifts that are going on, so you might have that experience as well. The eyes, very annoying. Doesn't stop. I was talking to my friend. She's up to date with all these things, and she's been feeling it in her eyes as well. It's very annoying. I use blue blockers because I do a lot of my work is digital, and the eyes are feeling it right now, and the ringing in the ears. I mean, that's really been front and center. Maybe you're tuned in and you could say, I've never heard these tones before. If you are always dealing with ringing in the ears. Or maybe you can say to yourself, my ears never rang before. Maybe I'm just opening up that pineal gland on this earth right now. Pineal glands are popping off. Yeah. And it's great to, I have my own little community, my own little gym crew, if you will, and to talk to the everyday life people. All right. Cheers to everyone. And I appreciate you guys watching, and we're pushing this forward. We're an authentic community here. If you're getting the message, I appreciate you click like, you click subscribe, and we keep pushing this forward. I talk to my gym buddies, and they're all feeling it as well. People don't change until the pain of remaining the same exceeds the pain of change. So when we go through this shift, there are some pains. We experience a little bit of pain. And so what do these massive X-class solar flares, what are they actually working on, representing, so on and so forth? Okay, the first thing is the expansion of consciousness, right? So many people have studied the solar flash. All right, many people knew about this time. We could see the cycles, the rhythms, right? Hermetic principle of rhythm, and this is representing the expansion of consciousness, and we could see this across the board. And it's the micro and the macro. We're all like little suns as well. Then you have the sun as well. So when we're thinking about this, reflect on your everyday life. And have you become more conscious in the past few years, especially in a post-2020 world? And it's been intense, but these intensities, it gets us to kind of, change our ways, stop, reflect, stop, wait a minute, right? Sometimes we need to stop. And that's why God is shaking us right now. Shake and bake, baby. We got to get shook up, because a lot of people aren't paying attention. It's the currency of the universe. What's really important in life? It was something I discussed the other night. If you haven't watched that video yet, it's a tremendous video exploding right now. Sometimes we have to really realize how precious life is. And we have to become conscious and aware of these, how fragile these, what's really important. Is your matrix lifestyle really important? Or is it family, fun, right? Life experience. What are you actually living for? A lot of people are questioning themselves. What are we actually living for, right? Are you asking yourself these questions? Are these things coming through to you? Especially in recent times as this energy is rising up. What's up, Ann? Appreciate everyone shake and bake. That's it. Okay. So we have consciousness, we have activations. One of the things that I've shared, not all superhero activations, are the same. But one of the things that I've been sharing, the amount of ideas that are coming through to me. So maybe this resonates with you, especially in the last couple of weeks. I have a backlog of things that I have to do for this channel. Okay, things that I want to create. So what I do is I have to write them down. There's so many things, right? I could put like 4 videos out a day, right? The other day I had to do 2. And you have to be fluid and flexible in this energy. When God moves you, it's time to move. And you will know. So the activations that are happening, it could be through the ideas that you're having, what you're birthing into the world. The certain pains, discomfort in certain chakra regions of the body. One of the things I went through this last year, you might experience it now, the massive overhaul of the solar plexus region. This is a major thing. I hope everyone's paying attention, right? Because you might be going through this. I lived through this last year. Why do we have to go through this major solar plexus reset? Because many people dealt with heavy, you got to listen very carefully to this right now. Many people dealt with heavy anxiety. You have a lot of nerve endings in your stomach, in your solar plexus region. Your nervous system must be recalibrated and reset in order for you to receive abundance, in order for you to receive. So there are people at different frequencies. Some people, your nervous system, you again, show up every day here, take the Our Everyday Lives challenge, right? Set an alarm. If it's meaningful to you, your nervous system must be reset In order for you to have all these things, a lot of people talk about the new earth, right? New earth, all this other stuff. And then you might say, why is my life is looping again? As we're getting blasted and blasted and blasted one more time for good luck, that nervous system must be reset. Those subconscious programs, this is the consciousness. See how this is connected today. Learn how it's connected today. That subconscious, those demented programs that are running in the background, it's not your fault. Maybe they were given to you by mainstream media. Maybe they were given to you by broken teachers that you had when you were younger as a child, and you were downloading these subconscious programs, and this is how the world is, and so on and so forth. And now you're carrying them. This must be wiped away and cleared, clear and remove. So your consciousness, you have activations, we have strange weather, extremes. I'm living through an extreme right now. I don't know where you're located. Where are you located? You could let us know in the comments. Global community. Appreciate everyone being here. So you could be in an extreme right now. You know, and I saw even people in Australia, and it's the furthest, right, place from where I am, and they're experiencing extreme heat. Over here, extreme cold. Some people are buried in feet of snow right now. Do you understand? Do you realize what's happening? Some people don't realize what's happening. Everything is connected. So the energies that are coming in are conducive to the detox, the rearranging, the activations, but on our journey, we can assist them along. And I'm being honest with everyone. A lot of times when these things, like I did wake up in the middle of the night last night, but I'm calm during this process. So I know that the work that has been done, especially in the past year, like there's times when these pop off, and if you experience this, you could share in the comments, so because it helps other people. You know, when these things pop off, your anxiety might go through the roof, and then you're actually calm during this very high intensity moment. And I'm here to tell you that you really want to focus on gratitude in the extremes. You want to focus on gratitude in the extremes, because it is going to be, you might see in your reality the exact opposite of what maybe we were expecting. I was expecting this year, right? What is this 1 year? Don't go by the literal calendar. Understand shifts. Understand, right? I know January, right? It's almost like we could feel it. We could feel things picking up right now for the new beginnings. You might have felt like you were in a holding pattern, or maybe you were in that cocoon phase in January, and now all of a sudden, right? You start to see these things. You got to look for that momentum. And it's picking up, and it's being assisted as we are being blasted away. And, to be out in the frozen cold, it was amazing to experience that yesterday. You could connect on Facebook and check that out. It's incredible to especially if you are a person, there's many different people that are tuned into this, and you might have been on this journey studying for years. For years you were studying this. And to literally see this play out before our very eyes. Some people, they got the Krispy Kreme look. I understand that. And you say, oh, my friends at the workplace, my friends in the gym, maybe they don't know, but once you start realizing other people, and then you're seeing this sorting that's happening right now. It's according to the frequency. You got to let go. Okay, I left that video. It's up to you if you did it. So a lot of the things, I know this is a big video today because a lot of people are aware of the magnitude of these X-class solar flares. Everything I'm sharing right now. Did you put an end to your old self last year? That was 9 years. So, and you need to clean and purge. Right? Did you do these things? So listen carefully. There's going to be people Later this year, people are going to say, ready, here it comes. They're going to say, why, God, why are you doing this to me? God, why are you doing, and your life might start falling apart, so on and so forth. I'm giving you the real life evidence here. So during this time period, are you letting go? Are you letting go of your past ways? Are you letting go of that job that isn't serving you anymore? Are you letting go of the relationship with the narcissist that's just familiar to you, but it's over? You, the person that's getting this message, remember, the sun, the solar flares are connected to consciousness. There is a window of time, and this is what I teach the community. When that head hits the pillow at night, how you doing? Yeah. When that head hits the pillow at night, these are the things, the inner talk, where you dwell. These are the activations that are coming. So you say, oh, the sun is activating me. All right. So there are people that are tuned into this. You look for energy updates. You look for them. The solar flash is not going to fix your life. It's always you. So there are many people that come to this channel for all the different things and modalities that I share. And I call it how it is. All right. The energy update's not going to, if you're just sitting and doing nothing, do you understand free will? If you were to play a video game, do you just want to press the B button? Oh, I won the game. Or are you actually here to do and operate things? Let me know in the comments. So the solar flare is not going to do it for you. The tarot card pull is not going to do it for you. Holding the crystal is not going to do it for you. Eating the vegetable is not going to do it for you. I want you to listen to this. Over the course of, that's why we're getting flare after flare, little by little. Did you study Dolores Cannon? Did she say that the human body, it's a big thing that we're all going through right now. It's very big. Huge, baby. It's huge what we're going through. The human body can't handle this all at once. So it's small, quiet decisions, not one event. Because in the world, it's going to look that way. Because listen carefully, when the small, quiet decisions, when the X flares mount up over time, and the M class flares and the shakes and the energy over the course of time, your quiet decisions mount up. And when that one event happens, it is the accumulation of all of these energetic events over time. That's the answer. That's the answer. Okay? So, and people in your everyday life or, in the world, like people will look to something, but are you sitting back? Are you observing the reality, what we're going through? Melanie, I know we all want it smooth, and but I'm here to share, and there's no right or wrong to this. Like, this has been going on. It will continue to go on until we reach what's called critical mass of people. And my journey was not smooth, no. And as I said earlier, that's how I learned, because God prunes us. So later this year, when there's people that are in abundance, I know it looks chaos right now. Did you watch my video on quantum chaos? Check it out. I know it looks chaos right now, but over the course of time, right? Did you keep cleaning out? Did you keep detoxing, if you will? We could detox our body. We could detox our surroundings. We could detox the people in our everyday life. But then if there's an accumulation and we're not doing it for us, that's why sometimes we say, well, why is God doing it? Why did this just happen? Because your frequency is changing. The inner and the outer world. This is the question that we all can ask, right? What came first, the chicken or the egg type of vibe here, right? We're all, spiking the solar flares. We're all spiking the Schumann resonance, right? Back and forth, right? And when we look at this through the quantum lens, when we look at it through the quantum lens, right, you start to see how, wait a second, things aren't making. So then you have to have that higher vantage point that I talked about. You got to have that higher vantage point. Then you got to look down. You got to see what's going on. Every area of life is up for grabs right now. Ready? Every area of life is up for grabs. So regardless of, you could, and I do spend a lot of time, okay, alone, if I'm on the beach or whatever, so I know some people have to go to a workplace and you have to work with people that are like, right? I understand, but it doesn't matter. This energy will go through the wall. Doesn't matter. You're going to feel it. You're going to feel these changes regardless. You can't run. You can't hide from the great solar flash. You can't do it. You can't run. You can't hide. We're going to put that one. Maybe we should have everyone write that in the comments today. You can't run. You can't hide from the great solar flash. Yeah, Lacey, we can't do surface level, Lacey writes. No, the surface level, anything that's surface level, it's coming down. It's coming down. Can't do surface level anymore. The other night, there are areas, and it should go back to normal and get out of the deep freeze. But I wanted people, and this is why, like the world, there are many people in society that take life for granted. Well, what if the climate actually just, if there was a major shift and now everything is frozen like that and it doesn't go back? Do you understand? Like some people just keep going on. They go back on the TV, back to this, right? But they're not focusing on what's really matters in life. Do you understand how precious life is? This is one of the things that God is allowing us to have a little time to reflect. The solar flares will continue until morale improves. I love that meme. Some of you see that meme on Facebook. I've shared it before, right? The solar flares will continue until morale improves. Soulstar Productions writes, banger alert. Is this a banger today? I appreciate that. I appreciate the support. Please put a like on this. I appreciate that. So it is very, very high energy. It's essential that you relax. And we need to relax, right? We're gonna have the relaxing vibes right now. We need to relax because if our nervous system is set through fight or flight, which it can go very high when the energy is like this, and you are also picking up from the collective. We feel these things. We're picking up on it. So it is important to relax, allow things to either fall off our timeline or invite things onto our timeline. And the more that we relax and we let go, and it's a lot of the ways that the reality works is paradoxal. I've lived through this. I complain about it. I'm not going to say I'm perfect, but over the course of our journey, and we will see this. We will see this as the energy is very high right now. It's not about being perfect. It's about being authentic. No one's going to be perfect at this time. And also, don't be so hard on yourself. If you are a person that, like you do feel very high anxiety, share this, okay? For me, I do like to usually go for the white potatoes at this time. It helps me feel grounded in the energy. I'm more in a sourdough bread type of vibe lately. I share everything on this channel. I share about my wellness journey. I know I could be quote unquote, more shredded if I had no carbs or this or that, but your ascension comes first. and your nervous system has to come first. And you got to feel calm. So the words that I'm putting out today, and I hope everyone shares this, I'm grateful for that. And, we create the positive feedback loop or good karma deed by sharing this forward so people could hear this. So, and maybe you're a person, okay? I see the people writing about the potatoes in the chat. It is imperative that you're working on self-care. When the energy gets really high, right? You got to go inside, and you got to work on that self-care, and you got to make sure that nervous system is beautiful. That sounds delicious, Earth Angel Fire. I'm a big fan of the sourdough bread. And again, when you're on this journey, a lot of it's trial and error. What things work for you, what things don't work for you. I'm talking to you. How you doing? Talking right to you, the person watching me. Look at me, I'm on the screen. Well, there's people out there. I'm going to keep saying trial and error. And I'm going to keep telling you this because even over the course of my life, right, there are certain foods or things that work for a period of time, and then you're called to not do it. And I've given these examples. Sometimes you could listen to your body via the cravings that you have. There was a time period I was craving all these mushrooms, right? Every time I was making burgers, I was cooking up the mushrooms as well, and I kept eating them. And this lasted for a while, and then I didn't want to look at a mushroom ever. I didn't want to look at them no more. So, and sometimes when we're in tune to our body, it's giving us the messages of what we need to consume at a specific time period. Emily writes exactly. Okay. Rebecca writes, go by your body. And as I shared this, you got to listen carefully. Your body is the tuning fork to telling you the truth. Wow. That's good stuff right there. You have to listen to that body. You got to listen to that nervous system. You got to listen to that gut. And, when you think of the solar flares, and you think about your solar plexus, we have the beautiful yellows and oranges on today, right? Get your sacrals up, get your creative juices flowing, baby. Yeah. And when you're focused on all these energies, you're not wasting them. You're not giving them away. You're going inside. You're healing. You're charging yourself up. You have those chakras, which means spinning wheels of energy that are inside of you, and everything's running like a well-oiled machine. You're on that ascension journey now. Oh, you're on that ascension journey now, kid. Right? So, and to think about, I see the synchronicities. The fact that, I go to sleep at night and then I have to wake up and I have to add more. I have to add more X-class solar flares to this lesson today, to what we're living through right now. There are synchronicities that are happening this year. This is not in the future. This is not, maybe 5 years from now. No, it is this year. If you have realized this, and again, we are assisting our brothers and sisters to realize, you could throw up 1111 because this is year 1. Do you understand this year? Throw up 1111. This is the year of new beginnings. And sometimes new beginnings come from some other beginnings end, as the song says. Yeah. Some and there will, if you are preemptive. We're all on a different journey. And if you are preemptive and you're doing the detoxing and the purging and you're working on yourself, you are going and you're study. Do you study every day? I study every day, kid. And again, I'm motivating. You're motivating people. You got to get off. You got to get off the mainstream fear, PORN. Heck, the other one as well, right? Do you see what's going on in society? So that's why we're getting shook right now, because it's the Hermetic principle of rhythm. I shared this the other night. A lot of people are resonating with that video. Okay. And this is why God is putting us on desperado plunge right now. Those that watch this channel, and you saw me out there teaching that lesson. Oh, I'll never forget that lesson my dad taught me. I encourage everyone to watch that video. It'll change your life, that video, because that's the answer. This is what God wants for us. Just like any great father wants for his son, this is what God wants for us right now in the days of the great solar flash. Any good father, great father, like mine, wants you to go on Desperado's plunge. And we're being plunged right now. Blasted away. Because we're worthy. This is what you have to realize. You have to realize your worth. You're not like, I'm not, people that have been watching me for years, you tune in, right? You understand. I don't try to fit in to be like anyone else. And you might be a person that's hearing this, you say, and you actually also get aggravated when people try to make you fit in. Oh, you got to fit inside this box. I got to fit inside this box. Get the out of here, right? No, we're not fitting inside the box. We got to expand. We got to expand outwards in all directions. Again, go back to the beginning of the lesson, the solar flares and the expansion of consciousness. What is the point of this? The expansion of consciousness. We're conscious and aware. We're being activated right now. We're changing. We have tangible things by looking at the strange weather extremes. Do you understand the extremes? And again, so this is where each individual that's tuning in, right? So at this moment, are you calm or are you really feeling it right now? So this is where we have to differentiate. This is where we have to assess our everyday lives, okay? If you are tuned in to this today, all right, this is an energy update, a very powerful energy update, and I am your consciousness coach. I'm coaching you up. So if I go to the gym, right, and someone wants me to train them, right, I want my muscles to look this way. I want to have my six-pack abs and stuff, and I'm telling them this is what I've seen in the spiritual communities. This ain't my first rodeo, so I'm very well versed to what goes on out there. There's a lot of spiritual bypassing. So every person, when this energy goes really high right now, you have to critique your life. And if anyone did not do the work last year of ending the previous version, the videos are waiting for you. They're waiting for you to do the work. You got to dig deep. You got to do these things. Listen, I'm authentic with people. There were times I'm complaining and stuff, but now that God has done the work, that we've done the work, and now I could come forth and say it comes from a different place when you are preemptive and you do it yourself instead of say, oh, you know what, the solar flash is going to just flash it away. It's there was a moment in time we saw it in the Schumann resonance back in 2023. This is a great thing of data that I'm going to write a book one day. Okay. Click subscribe, take the journey. I'm going to be writing a book one day about this journey. And in 2023, there was a massive anomaly in the Schumann resonance. And I talked to my buddies over the years, and I said, do you remember 2023, June going into the summer? And did you have a great shakeup in your, oh, yeah. So all different strangers, oh, yeah. So when these energies come in, right? And that was say wave one or a wave of energy for my everyday life. And I constantly refined and purged and cleansed, and we're doing this stuff over the years now. So now when this wave comes in, listen carefully to the message. So now when this wave comes in, I'm feeling peachy calm right now. Does it mean that I didn't go, I went through a time of the unknown. I went through a time. I said, why is this happening? And then you're going to realize this if you truthfully want to ascend. All right. We do true ascension on this channel. How you doing? You want true ascension? So in order for us to go to a higher high, there are things, there are habits, there are subconscious programs, there are people that cannot go with us. This is true ascension. And if that resonated with you, why don't you smash the like button? I appreciate that so much. It is a wild time. I'm reading the chat right now. But listen, I'm so grateful. I'm focused on the attitude of gratitude. And in the extremes, the more we don't complain, the quicker we get through it. The more we don't complain, the quicker we get through it. So what I learned if you are feeling that jolt right now, it's something we have to work through. I've done this. And so what we're being trained, again, the way your nervous system was wired, years ago, you could not. I could reflect on my life where I was 7 years ago. There's no way I could live that. I can't live that way no more. And that's why I'm here helping millions of people. You guys are assisting my vocation in life by sharing this and clicking subscribe. I appreciate all that stuff. So 7 years ago, and you could all see my journey, and this is here for the people. And this is how we ascend. And there are all these energies that come in, but there are things that we must do because it's a free will universe. It's free will. I'll get to that in a minute. Rose, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. I love you, Rose. I love the beautiful yellows, the beautiful hearts. We're focused on the yellow today. We're healing that solar plexus. And to be honest, my solar plexus is 1,000 times better than last year during that major overhaul. All right. So there might be people that are tuned in, and you might go through a period of time and you wake up in the rising and your stomach is shaking uncontrollably. And this might happen for a couple of weeks until that area is changed. I'm in a totally different place versus that time. But I noticed, and today I the abs are a little bit flatter today. But the couple days prior, I saw a lot of bloating in the area. So sometimes when you notice these strange changes, again, I am a person. I understand my point of homeostasis. I'm very in tune with the body. There are some people that spiritually bypass. They want to spiritually bypass the physical body. That's wrong. This is your ascension vehicle. This is my vehicle. This is my avatar that I selected. We have to make it run like a well-oiled machine during this process. There is no perfection. There is purification, Rebecca. I appreciate everyone coming on, right? So when you see when you see the synchronicities that we are seeing, and we're seeing more and more of the X flares, we're seeing a bombardment of the M flares. We are seeing the anomalies with the weather. People around the world, so this is more of a personal thing. You are experiencing the ascension symptoms, whether it's ringing in the ears, waking up in the middle of the night. Okay, the eyes are what's annoying to me, and it's a little it makes me nervous. But any aspect of our body, as the energy moves through us in stages, I have noticed an area of the body that's actually clearing and being worked on, and then it goes to a different part of the body. And then it's being cleared and worked on. And it is difficult if you do feel that high, right? So I'm passing this forward. During that time, when I went through that solar plexus overhaul, I was not relaxed at that time. I was not relaxed. But when I as I go through it, you have to, it's not a perfect journey. It's an authentic journey. And the truth rises to the top. I do a lot on this channel to teach. Let the teacher teach. Let the teacher teach. And a couple times I did a video going up the stair mill in the gym, and I left the video. And some people said, "Wow, why you got to do the video running on you're breathing like that? Why do you got to do that for?" And the reason why I did that for is to teach people that when it gets so intense and you don't have time to think of the fake, right? So that's why everything's going to get really intense. And when it gets really, think about this, right? Think about this. And when it gets really intense, the truth must come out. The truth is going to come out of all of us. The truth is going to come out in the world. This is how the solar flares are connected to consciousness activations, and we could reflect on the extreme weather. So I hope that this update is really resonating and helping many people that are tuned in from around the world. Your belly was a symphony, time passages. Yeah, and we're all going to feel these shifts. Yeah, like as you're saying that, like there are certain times when you know thyself, and if you don't eat anything that's like not like out of the norm for you, and then all of a sudden you hear like you could hear like gurgling, you could hear stuff changing and moving around in the body. Gotta know thyself. You have to be focused. Like some people are asleep at the wheel. What I teach people here, you have to be you want to be a conscious warrior. Want to be a conscious warrior? I don't. You want to be a conscious warrior? That's funny, Rose. No, we have to be conscious about our body. We have to understand the rhythms of the world, as above, so below. So the chaos energy, the quantum chaos that we see in the world, we see it in the weather. We're going to see it in our body. The simple fact, that's what came to me on the beach. That's why I just sporadically went live on Facebook yesterday, and I'm like, do you realize what's about to happen? Talking to some of my buddies in the gym, they get it, and we're looking at people, and they say they have no clue what's happening. They got no clue. Different dimensional planes, different existences. Anyone that's hearing me today, if you were able to focus your attention, go back, or again, consciousness. A lot of people in the modern world, this is going to make you a winner. During this energy, it's going to make you a winner if you can, or if you're able to focus your attention. Some people can't. That's why there's people in the world, they gotta get the short form content. They can't hold their attention. And again, a lot of this is programming, the modern society. And we could fix these things. Sean writes, winner, winner, chicken dinner. Oh, baby. Yeah, the winners are winning this year. The winners are winning this year, and we're all going to win. And, really, really be relaxed as this shift is occurring. The solar flares will continue until morale improves. And yeah, just the fact that, I set this up, I go to sleep, and I have to add more. I have to add more to what I'm going to discuss today. It's so wild. So do you realize what's about to happen? Click subscribe, take the journey. And if you've been on this journey and your life's improving as this world, it's your perspective of where we're headed. Everyone's listening. Energy is the ability to cause change, massive change. Let's get ready to handle it, because this change in the world is happening with or without you. Pamela, thank you so much for the super chat. I'm so grateful for the support. Pamela writes, thank you, Uncle Mike. I appreciate you. I love you. So grateful for you, grateful for everyone being here. This is really very powerful. Yeah, it is popping off LOL. Grateful for the community. I think we're all kind of feeling it in one way. Listen, I feel it that there is as we go in our life in the 8 dimensions of wellness, we're going around the wheel, right? And there's things that in the past, maybe 2 years ago or 7 years ago, it would have really bothered me. Now it's no big deal. Now something else, listen carefully, now something else in my life, in a different genre, In the past, I would say, whatever, because I had a different level of, now it bothers me. And as it rises and rises and rises, it is the main choice. And I'm going to keep encouraging. We're going to be encouraged today. You're going to choose every decision you make. Am I doing it out of fear or unconditional love? There it is, right on cue in the chat. So I love you all. Leave a comment down below. Are you feeling this? Are you being preemptive? Are you feeling calm? There was a video that I shared month ago. I'm going to share that video. It'll pop up here. And we all felt this massive event about to happen. And you could reflect back on that video. All right. I appreciate everyone clicking subscribe if you haven't. And check out the Facebook. We got Patreon. We have Instagram, TikTok, connecting on the platforms, utilizing the hashtag OurEverydayLives, and really sharing the videos really help. I appreciate the community. It's really it's a wild time in this world. It's so wild, but the gratitude of being conscious to actually watch it play out, to know, do you understand what we're living through right now? Do you understand? And I know a lot of people understand and realize what's happening. Love you, Paul. Love you, Lion Teach. I love everyone. Let's become the best version of ourselves this year. I appreciate everyone very much, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.